Hello and welcome back to Nortricity. So, had kind of a scare today as far as the account goes, or as far as the game goes. I ended up exploring further out. I don't even know if the map. No, map's not going to show it right now. Let's see, vertical chunks. Nope, wrong way. Maybe this way. Maybe this way. Nope, this way. Three. Anyways, I explored further out, and everything was fine at first. But then I came across one of the um, ancient warfare 2 like villages. And usually when I go in there, I can't record going in there anymore because most of like the NPCs are invisible until it goes up and they start spawning. Well, they start spawning like if you're up here on the second floor, then they're spawning on the third floor and they're spawning on the first floor. And then if you're like right here, then there's a spawn point outside, they'll spawn outside too. So it gets so laggy that I can't do anything. Meanwhile, while I was going ahead and doing it, I got my armor beat up quite a bit. That's the reason why it's going through food right now like crazy and my little food thing because I got parasitic on all of this to repair it, which works out for this mod, which that's how much food I have left. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead real quick and go get some food. And then while I'm doing it, I'll. Wow, look, that's taking my food all the way down. Oh, it's because I'm on the other page. There it goes. Um, I did do quite a bit of stuff in here, which is good, really, I guess. Because I needed to go ahead and go through it all, and I made the promise of productivity. I think I lagged before I did anything else. Because one of my things disappeared. I'm not seeing a few of the other things. Okay, I'm trying to remember where it ended up lagging as far as me making items. Let's go over here to the kitchen real quick and get some food. I think that would be probably a good idea to fill up the bag. Luckily, I have quite a bit of stuff. Just been going through and just making a whole lot of stuff off and on. We'll put that in there too. Let's see. And what I've just got this backpack where it automatically feeds you whenever you're hungry. It's one of the little add-ons, so I need 1, 2, 3, 6 more. Yeah, 6 more should do it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Especially having parasitic on the armor and stuff like that, and it just makes it so much easier. And plus, oftentimes I forget, oh yeah, I gotta eat. I gotta feed my guy. And see that? My chest piece took a beating. So it's gonna continue to heal up as I go, which is really good. But let's go ahead and go back to the mine shaft so we can go ahead and look through that. Now, what I ended up doing, I put more blood in here because it wasn't making the promise of tenacity 2, tenacity 1. It wasn't making this one because I didn't have enough blood in there. So I went ahead and upgraded this the tank. I think I put 3 tanks in one just so I could make sure I could have enough. Then I went out and farmed a whole bunch of hardened blood, and I went and killed a whole bunch of other mobs. So there is that. So we do have a little bit of blood. Now what I was wanting to do, we have the promise of productivity. Oh, let's see. I was missing something. So when I went link dead, it got rid of my bow. That's what it's looking like at least. Which is not a big deal. I mean, when it crashed this last time, it crashed hard. And when I tried to get back in the game, it ended up saying that I couldn't get into the game because it wasn't finding the access to the drive or something. It wasn't reading the hard drive at all. And I was crossing some mods over, like how this ends up taking a little bit of slow. I was using the time in a bottle to speed it up. And every time I did, it would start doing where it would be like slight little lag spikes. And then I just happened to turn this way and go to craft something. As soon as I did, it froze up and then the whole computer just shut down. Of course, that could be anything. That could be... This computer I'm using here is about 5 years old. You know, the Alienware Area 51. I used to buy them every 5 years or so. As I have a knowledge of computers, but not enough to go ahead and build it on my own. So it was always just like, I'd rather do it this way. Now, what? I'm trying to remember where all was before. So sorry about that. I was making this ring right here, effortless ring. So I need gold and... See, that disappeared in my inventory too. Yep, let's go get some gold and iron so we can craft this. So we only need a couple of them. But let me go ahead and state this while I'm already on the subject still. I would not be surprised if soonish if I've already crashed the world. I won't try to limit exploring out anymore. Anything I haven't found other than the between lands, I think I want to limit exploring out. Because I do want to find the towers in the between lands and go look through those. But as far as the overworld, I think I'm kind of done with... Oh, see, it made that disappear too. Oh, that stinks. Okay, well, that's not a problem then. We'll go ahead and put one of these in there, which we don't have enough. We have 4,000. We have some more blood right here, though, so we can go ahead and put some more in here. Is that going to be enough? Can I take blood out of this? That's what I'm curious about. Can you... No, you can't. So once blood's in there... Oh, no, you can. Okay, so you shift right-click. Alright, so that'll get that going. And that'll get us the little, not the gold promise, but, well, I guess it is the gold promise. No, the iron promise, a scepter. Okay. And this mod is all new to me. Alright, so I got that. And then I just need to... Let's see, to make this ring, which this ring ends up giving you walk faster and more efficient. So the promise of vivacity is that. So we've got that. We got the other ones. Do we have everything we need? We might have everything we need. Yes, we do. Okay. So do I need to have it on the bauble slot? Let's take out the fire charm. Put that in there. Maybe? I can tell a slight difference. Wait, was that a higher jump? Or am I just imagining things now? No, that's a little higher jump. Not bad, I like it. Okay, so we got that. That's a good little... I like that, and this one can be... It can be in our backpack to still continue to use. Now, another thing we wanted to go ahead and try, which I don't know now, since apparently after that crash it deleted a lot of my process. But let's make the Exalted Crafter. Do I want the Exalted Crafter or do I want the Wooden Crafter? The Wooden Crafter is just a regular crafting table with a chest, but the Exalted Crafter ends up tapping into your Ender chest. And Bloodmoon is rising. That was another thing. I've noticed that sometimes lately I've been having a little bit trouble closing these. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work at all. Oh, I like this. I like that ring. It is that ring, isn't it? Hold on. Just to make sure that I'm not imagining things. Yep, that ring. Nice. So that is super cool. I like that effortless ring. Definitely cool. And I'm wearing this, and I'm not too sure about the mine. What is it? Mine and blade. But it's nature penetration of 59%. Secondary stats are armor plus 62, armor plus 66. Thirst of the Frost is blah 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 blah. All that other stuff. I thought I would wear it and see how it ends up being, just to see if it was an idea. I did add an aqua gem to my vein sword, which I went through 90 something levels to put all these enchantments on there. I just kept on putting more and more and more. And then I went and used a lot of those XP orbs just to get, more XP. And then I went out and farmed to fill these blood extractors up. Now I got a fox, kitty, raccoon, wizard, and a civilian female. That's from one of the inside a lot of the ancient warfare temples. There's like these females that are just standing there. They don't attack you. They're not hostile to you, and they just stand there. So I picked up one to see if I could put her in the village, and maybe she'll mingle around, or if she'll just stand in one place, or if she'll run in horror and get away. I don't know. It all depends. All right, but we're going to end up making one of these. So I think we have an Eye of Ender upstairs. What else? We're going to need obsidian. We still got some crushed dark gem and iron and gold. And then what was that? Crafting table? Okay, so let's go get all that stuff. I want to do something with this wall. It just looks so barren. Originally, when I was going to make this, it was going to be all the way around. Like this was going to go back to right here. And so you would come up the stairs and it would come to back to right here. So this wall right here would be like right across here. And then it would go this way. And then across the back wall. So it's like this whole upstairs would be storage. But when I hooked up this, it still doesn't connect to everything too well. But I've got an idea to go ahead and fix that. I just haven't messed around with it anymore. Mainly because I've got the storage area on the other side. And I haven't really been over in this area too much anymore. I've kind of just been doing the stuff over there. Because it's like with Tinkers, that once you get your item made, you don't really need to come back to it per se. And I haven't had a reason to really go mining lately. That's one Eye of Ender? Yeah. But I think I'm going to end up working on this eventually soon. Maybe I might do that, move it out. But I'm also running out. What else am I going to put in these drawers? I don't really have... You can see most of the drawers are empty. Now, I could move all the wooden ones down here. I can move all these wooden ones upstairs. And that would be an idea too. I don't know. I might do that. I'm still playing around with ideas. I'm going to still keep going on this world until it just eventually crashes. Look how the haze is coming in. It's so funny. All right, and we need a crafting table. So, crafting, yeah, we got plenty of these. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal to go ahead and have 2 storage areas. And once I have underneath this the mob spawner and it's producing, blood essence and it's producing blood over here, it's going to be pumping out tons of drops and everything. So it's going to be filling all that stuff upstairs too. Okay, so we need to open this, pop that, drop that down in there, pop this up here, drop one of those. Okay, Exalted Crafter, we have it. Now the cool thing about this, I do have Ender storage, but I don't use it that much. So you would have the EnderStorage right here, but you also have a crafting table right here. Now the one thing I end up running out of the most whenever I'm out, and even though I have a stack and a supply and I have plenty of bags that are holding all the stuff, I run out of torches. Or simple crafting stuff. So that's what I might use this for. And I think that's what I might end up doing. Now if you end up putting it in one of those little towers that are from Evilcraft that has the beam going up in there, it'll get empowered. And from what I understand, I might be wrong on this, but from what I've looked at and everything, all that means is if lands in the, like if you toss it out or you die, you do like that and you toss it out and you die or something, it won't despawn. But I might be wrong on that. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Now another thing, applies a chosen potion effect. Oh, applies the chosen potion effect. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, that's so much stuff. Maybe not that. Maze of Distortion. Alright, let's go to the first page to see what else we can make. So we have the blood chest. That can end up repairing stuff. We're good with that. We have a couple of undead saplings. What about the purifier? Now, to make this, so we still have plenty of those. Let's get these out. I think I need to put one of these in there. Okay. Now, if I end up looking at it, where is it? Okay. So to make this one, it's that. And then to make the block, it's that. And then to make this, there you go. We got that good go. Now, from what I'm understanding on this, which I don't have enough blood at the moment, I could just go out and kill a whole bunch of stuff, which wouldn't be that big a deal. But we'll probably do that next episode. Because I still gotta leave soon, but I wanted to make a quick episode. This is like the third time recording today. But if I fill this up, and then I toss a weapon in or item in with, well, I can't do it without any blood in it. But if it has blood in it, and then I make a book, so I can get a blood book, I can take the enchantment off. And at first I was like, I don't really want to do that. But even though I can pick enchantments off of with the advanced enchanting, the level below the advanced enchanting, I wanted to have all enchanting books all in there. And to be honest, some of these things, the only reason why I was keeping a hold of them was because they had enchantments on them. I know it kind of sounds silly, but so if I put a book, I bet that's not enough in there. We'll see. Oh, it is. Okay. How much is left in this? Let's get some more of this. See if this works. And then, okay, so it's only one bucket. That's fine. And then we'll put the rest of it in there. There you go. Right. And this book is done, so it's a book. It's a book. So, if I'm correct about this, I just toss that in there, and then right-click the book. That is so cool. And then I take the book off. Well, I take the bow out, so the bow is normal. How do I get the book out? Oh. So that should have been Strafe. Strafe 1. Rends so many enchantments. That is awesome. So I can go ahead and start enchanting some of these things that I have that I'm keeping around for no reason. Like this little bow I can go ahead and delete because I don't need it anymore. So that's pretty awesome. I like that. So there you go. You got the purifier. We can go ahead and go through some more of the stuff and get that. Now looking at the rest of the stuff, the chalice, I think I understand how that's going to work, and I'm going to tie that in with my blood in my sacrificial area downstairs, which will probably be a pretty good idea. I need to make some of these weather containers. So, do we have any sugar? We need glass jars and sugar. It's raining. It would be a good time to go find one of those little things. So, sugar, cane, sugar. It's in front of me, isn't it? Oh, there it is. So, let's take 6 glass bottles. Do we have any glass bottles up here? I don't know if I put any in up here. And I say that's another thing. Everything's all spread out. What else was it? It was, and then a black stone. We got the black stone already. I could have swore I put glass bottles up here. I mean, if not, I can just make some, but still, I could have swore I put some up here. I don't see any, though. It would be an obscure place. See, I don't remember putting that steel up there, but there's a ton of steel. Unless this one's full, and that little chicken back behind is still pumping out steel. Which is truly possible. Like I said, this thing is still chunk loaded, so I haven't messed around with the chicken anymore. But they're still, popping out stuff, so there is that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go ahead and... Is it still raining? I don't know. Put that in there. That's 3 glass bottles. Glass bottle on the bottom, that on the top. Oh, I need sugar cane. Hold on. Sugar, not sugar cane. No. That. No. That. It's been forever. Okay. Wait, that was that. Wasn't it? Derp. Okay, okay. Let's say, where did everything go? So it's sugar on the bottom, not that bottle. Bottle in the middle, dark gem on top. Let's take 3 of them. Now, if I go ahead... It's raining, so... There's one over here. I could have swore. Oh, I like that ring. Definitely like that ring. It's just like, oh. So I still take a little bit of damage, but... Is that one? That's one right there. So we should just be able to... Are you going to make me... Just put 1 in there? Q? Oh, there you go. Q. Oh. Nice. Look at it. It gave me something there. So what is that? Weather container. So when the rain begins to fall, and it made it stop raining. And then it's got to charge back up. Oh, that's so cool. So when it charges back up and it's sunny, if I throw one in there again, then I should be able to make it start raining. If I'm understanding that correctly. We'll check it real quick. But so far I'm really enjoying Evilcraft. It's got a lot of neat little things in it to mess around with, to play around with, and I really enjoy the Between Lands. And to be honest, I know I probably might get a little bit of hate for this, but I actually enjoy the Between Lands more than I do Twilight Forest now. I know. There's still some things I like about Twilight Forest, but I think I enjoy it more. Okay, so it's already charged, so if I throw this one in there, I like the bubbles. It gives me back my only sunshine. And then it's raining again. So if it's lightning, then I can get the other one, correct? That is pretty cool. So at least I got 2 of them, which I can end up using for some of the new areas. Oh, and I've been going to the between lands to look for the geckos, or geckos, the little lizards. I got lucky and found one. Now, I don't know why, but it's like now all of a sudden they're really hard to find, which is kind of frustrating in some ways, because before we were finding them everywhere, we were seeing them everywhere, and then now I only found one. So what I've been doing is just crushing up a whole bunch of stuff and trying to get that leveled up, I guess you could say. Let's see, we'll just toss all that stuff in there. Is there anything else I wanted to go ahead and mess around with? We got a couple of things right here to start us off. We got those two. We got another bottle. Let's look at the page real quick. The book is kind of cool. Mesa Distortion. I don't think I can make... might can make that. Let's look on the next page. Necromancer Staff. Summon hordes of zombies. Wonder if I can make that. Okay, so how do you make this? Oh, you gotta throw an inverted stone when it's lightning. But we can make that. That's not a problem. We might have to find out how we're gonna end up making it. Scepter of Thunder. Spawns thunder when activated. Single use. There you go. A blood orb. So it's an empty orb. Oh, nice. So we can definitely do that. We're going to work on that, making all that stuff. So the next episode, we'll be ready to go ahead and pop out some more of this stuff. What is this? Mesa Destruction. So we can go ahead and make a couple of one-time uses and summon it up, and it should be pretty good to go. Now this one, Blood Orb. So, Advanced Scribing Tools. We'll definitely have to make one of those because I want to see how it ends up being, how it works. I imagine you end up charging it up with blood, and then you can use it. And here's the blood magic one, which is 10,000 blood, which I don't think we have. No, we got 4,000. So we'll definitely have to go ahead and go get some more. This doesn't charge up anything, I don't think. No. But that sword is now super enchanted. So there is that. Alright, so we got Evilcraft advancing a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and make this corner kind of Evilcraft. So this whole base is going to be kind of like the Blood Magic Evilcraft Torturous Dungeon below. I'm going to put some rooms down here in my little area to have, if I want to go in and fight certain enemies, just to level up some of the swords, because I made a new sword just to level up. A little bit different specs, a little bit different stuff on it. Instead of the normal the Manian blade, however you say it, I instead this time put a Twilight Forest Night Metal blade. So that was kind of interesting, which that ended up doing... I was just curious to see what it would end up being. It gives me Twilight, Speeder in Twilight Forest, more damage outside the Twilight Forest. And Hidden Entity can make you feel emboldened. So I thought that would kind of be interesting just to play around with and try it out and see about it. And I like trying out trying out different weapons. I wish that, and there might be a mod add-on. If anybody knows about one, if you could let me know, that'd be cool. But that would add new weapons to Tinkers, like a battle axe, a mace, a big mallet, stuff like that. I kind of want to use a little bit different weapons just to play around with. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. So until next time, I'm Shakenort, and I shall catch you later.